to be associated with your annual prize distribution ceremony.
So nice of you. So control room, as soon as we have the permission of our chief guest, we can start.
You have my permission, so you can go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am.
This
Tech team, all,
light has started.
Mr. Nikhil, God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Can you-
All the best.
This is-
Start. We're just waiting for the go from the tech team and then we can start, sir. With the blessings of our founder principal, Madam Mrs. Sheila Chopra, we begin today's annual prize distribution ceremony 2020-2021. Winning is fun, sure, but winning is not the point. Wanting to win is the point. Not giving up is the point. Never letting up is the point. Never being satisfied with what you've done is the point. Well said, Mr. Pat Summit. It is indeed a proud privilege for me to host the annual prize distribution ceremony. I extend a very warm welcome to our respected chief guest, Mrs. Joyita Muzumdar, Principal, Ruby Park Public School, our Secretary and Administrator, Sir, Mr. Ajay Chopra, Mrs. Priyanka Chopra, ma'am, the Director of St. Francis International School and President of St. Francis Xavier Education Society, Principal Officiating, Mr. Anil Srivastava, Headmistress, ma'am, Mrs. Bipasha Das, Mrs. Titas Roy, Headmistress, St. Francis International School, Mr. Naresh Jain, President of the St. Francis Education Society, members of the St. Francis Education Society, parents, teachers, and my beloved students. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time we acknowledge the talent of our position holders. The position holders who have been struggling and facing many challenges and difficulties to be pioneers. In fact, that's all because of their own perseverance, constancy, and immovability that they are selected as champions. The annual prize distribution day is not just a day to reward our students, but this day is specially organized to make our students believe that their efforts do not go unrecognized and that they are an asset to this school and in future will become ambassadors of their alma mater. The prize winners are a true representation of everything that we stand for here at St. Francis Xavier School. These hardworking, articulate young people are a credit to the school and an inspiration to us all. It is through such achievements that we are clearly able to see the skill, the high expectation, and the commitment of the staff and the students, and the constant support and guidance of the management at St. Francis Xavier School. And these prize winners are great examples of what we hope for from our team. St. Francis Xavier School is marching towards an extra mile with a smile in the momentous task of molding minds. This temple of real knowledge is a name with a mission to nurture each and every child, to make a compassionate and discerning individual through a holistic quality education. Even during this pandemic, under the able guidance of our Secretary and Administrator, Sir Mr. Ajay Chopra, we have achieved the best and fulfilled every goal. It is this zeal that makes St. Francis Xavier School stand out from other institutions. This school differentiates itself from other schools based on its philosophy of creating all-round personalities rather than just lopsided academicians. And after this award function, the smiles on the faces of the proud parents, grandparents, the radiant countenance of prize winners, as well as the general vibe of striving for excellence will be testimony to a year well spent and a future that is surely in good hands. To conclude, I would laud the achievements of all the prize winners, and to the ones who have not won, I say, winners don't quit and quitters never win. Thank you very much. We now have an opening prayer and dance, and invoking the goddess of power, we have Srijita Shaha, Apurva Basak, Pavni Ghosh, Kathamrita Chatterjee, and Sanjabini Shaha, who will take us through this wonderful journey of dance. Dancing is one of the oldest and deepest forms of meditation. It requires you to relax, to let go, and to connect with your inner rhythm, with your inner self. It is one of the most beautiful and powerful ways to express yourself. It's the hidden language of the soul. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, allow your feet to take you where your heart wants to go. Presenting before you is the opening prayer and dance.
गिरि नन्दिनि
What a wonderful, wonderful performance. Can we have a huge round of applause for our wonderful dancers? What a wonderful way to begin the annual prize distribution ceremony. I now invite all our dignitaries to virtually light the lamp. A lamp is a flame which is illuminated to lead those who are present from darkness to light. Light and brightness represents the positive, the good, and the good spirits. In this view, darkness represents evil. By lighting a lamp, the lamp becomes a form of fire or tej in Sanskrit. The lamp burns not to be the light itself, but merely as a message to remind all who are present of peace and of a positive brightness. That way, the presence of light of fire, in Sanskrit Agni, will ensure success. So shall we have the lighting of the lamp?
भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्.
Can we have a round of applause? Thank you, dignitaries. And now we will have the felicitation ceremony. To begin with, I would like to felicitate a lady who needs no introduction, Ma'am Joyita Mazumdar, who did her schooling from Loreto Convent, Ranchi, and her college from St. Xavier's, Kolkata, with masters in English and journalism. Ma'am has a 26-year teaching experience, being the head of the department of DPS Megacity for 8 years. She was the founder principal of Asian International School for 6 years, and presently ma'am is the principal of Ruby Park Public School, which is a sister concern of DPS Ruby Park under the Om Dayal Group of institutions. Ma'am has been a part of the editorial team for several publications, won several awards in the education sector, has moderated and anchored several events and debates. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together to welcome our chief guest for this wonderful, momentous occasion, Ma'am Joyita Mazumdar. We would like to present ma'am with a Chinese bamboo plant and a memento. Ma'am, please do accept our humble gift.
Thank you so much. Thank you. On the virtual platform, I very, very humbly and very joyously accept your token of love and appreciation. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, we would like to felicitate our secretary and administrator, sir, Mr. Ajay Chopra. Boys and girls, can we have a huge round of applause for sir, without whose guidance, I'm sure nothing would have ever been possible. Thank you so much, sir, for always showing us the light.
Thank you.
Next, we would like to felicitate the president Apologies. Next, we would like to felicitate the director of St. Francis International School and the president of the St. Francis Education Society, Ma'am Priyanka Chopra. Can we have a huge round of applause for ma'am? Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing this occasion and giving your valuable time.
Thank you.
We would like to felicitate our principal officiating, Mr. Anil Srivastava, sir, who is always guiding us and taking us through all these wonderful events on this virtual platform. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I'm honored. It's a great team to work with.
We would also like to felicitate our headmistress of St. Francis Xavier School, Mrs. Bipasha Das, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so
Nikhil.
much, ma'am, for always guiding us and being there to support us in everything that we do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil.
My pleasure, ma'am. We would also like to felicitate the headmistress of St. Francis International School, Mrs. Titas Roy. Can we have a huge round of
Thank
applause
you.
for ma'am?
Thank you so much, Mr. Nikhil.
We would like to felicitate the president of the St. Francis Education Society, Mr. Naresh Jain, sir. The president of St. Francis Xavier School Managing Committee, always there to guide us and help us through all the programs. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your valuable time. Can we have another round of applause for sir? And now I invite the director of St. Francis International School and the president of St. Francis Education Society, Ma'am Priyanka Chopra, to address this gathering. Can we have a huge round of applause for Ma'am Priyanka Chopra?
Thank you, Mr. Biswas. A very good morning to everyone present here. Hope you all are doing fine. After online classes, tests, and extracurricular activities, it is now the virtual prize giving ceremony. It is true when we say hard work pays. Today, we are all gathered here to join in the celebration of those who have worked hard and have achieved excellent results. Not only we are here to celebrate academic achievements, at St. Francis International and St. Francis Xavier School, our motto is balancing both academics, sports, and other cultural activities, be it online or offline. Believe it or not, for one to be here, it takes a few sleepless nights and hard work. I do not mean to discourage anyone, but that is the truth. No pain, no gain. I have once been in those shoes, feeling as if my parents hated me every time they would wake me up to study. But little did I know that it was part of the journey to be where I am. This is to all the students. Do not hate us when we push you to work, because one day you will remember us and thank us. This is also an encouragement to the other students who do not get a chance to win the prizes. Never give up on your goals. Keep working hard, because there's a prize for you at the end of the journey. To all the prize winners, keep up the good work, stay focused, and congratulations. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that speech, which was so realistic and so true. Thank you so much, ma'am. Indeed, we do push our students, and indeed, they will learn in the long run that it is for their benefit that we become the enemies. However, we now move on, and I invite our principal officiating of St. Francis Xavier School to present the annual report. Can we have a round of applause for Mr. Anil Srivastava, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good morning, respected dignitaries. I welcome you all to this annual prize day ceremony of St. Francis Xavier School. It is the second year that we are holding it online, and I hope that next year we shall be able to do it physically. But nevertheless, I take pleasure and pride to present the annual report of St. Francis Xavier School before this August gathering. Let me first seek apology for not being able to present all the visuals of the activities carried out by us during the last session, obviously due to paucity of time. However, I would request all of you to go through our prestigious annual magazine Spark and newsletter Espectro to get the complete details about the activities and achievements of the entire school fraternity. This is the 21st annual report of St. Francis Xavier School, corresponding to the academic session 2020-21. St. Francis Xavier School is in its 21st year since being accommodated at its present address. The school continues to function under the able guidance of Mr. Ajay Chopra, our secretary and administrator, and the team comprising me as the principal officiating, headmistress Ms. Bipasha Das, and teachers who have been assigned duties to carry out all academic, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities. It was indeed a challenging year for all of us due to the sudden lockdown announced by the government in the wake of the pandemic. However, our school management took immediate steps and guided us towards switching over to online class module. And I take pride in informing that with the help and support of our teachers, we started our online classes from 1st April 2020. And I can tell you we were the first among the schools in Kolkata, maybe in India, to achieve this feat. Now, we have completed the last academic session successfully. Our students did exceptionally well in the last ICSE and ISC examinations. The total number of students who appeared at ICSE was 102. And Ayush Sur of ICSE, he made a history by scoring 98.2%, and he was ranked first. Students also excelled in the ISC examination, and out of 107 students who appeared, Aniket Gupta and Gaurav Ginoria, again, they made a record by scoring 98.5% marks. It was a great achievement. The Franciscan achieved one more feat that is again remarkable this year, wherein 18 students scored 100% marks in ICSE Science, History, Civics and Geography, and Computer Application. It's a record again. Whereas Aniket Gupta and Snehashish Gaur scored 100% in ISC Computer Science at ISC examination. Now, despite this COVID protocols, all the events mentioned in the school diary, like special assemblies and programs on important days, were carefully planned and conducted smoothly on Zoom platform with the wholehearted participation of the school management, staff, students, parents, and guardians. You can show some glimpses, tech team. All the students of the various clubs of the school wholeheartedly participated in all the programs, and we have ensured that you all get to see its glimpses on the Facebook page and YouTube channel of our school, apart from the school magazine and newsletter. I would request you all to go through the pages again and see what they have done. We have our GSAC, that is Girls Student Affair Committee, and Kanyashri Club, and they have done their best to ensure that all the eligible girls get the government scholarship. Our school management always takes extra efforts to ensure that the teachers get training and reorientation for development of their skills. The teachers of classes 1 to 8, last year, they went for teachers training course through Diksha and Nishtha portals of MHRD in association with NCERT. Teachers also attended workshops and seminars organized by CISCE and other institutions of repute like NIT, NGuru, Orient Black Swan, etc. We also invited some reputed motivational speakers, and we held a seminar with the students of class 12. Now, I can announce proudly that last year, as per Times school survey, our school was ranked 17th in the top 25 schools of Kolkata and 5th in the top 10 schools in the Kolkata East Zone. It's a great achievement, team. Only because of your effort, we have done this. Now, our management has always endeavored to provide for the best infrastructure for the school. The entire school premises is now high-speed Wi-Fi enabled to ensure seamless network for the teachers who are taking online classes. Keeping in view the safety of the children, we have commissioned industrial-grade fumigation equipment for sanitizing the entire premises. Our school buses are also upgraded and sanitized regularly to ensure safe travel of the students. This has been done with the hope that we will soon be having our children back to us. I hope we will have our normal classes resume very soon, and the life of the students which has come to a standstill will again sprint towards normalcy. St. Francis Xavier School, under the able guidance of its management, along with the dedicated teaching and non-teaching staff, has been taking more collective steps towards our vision to provide quality education to all. We fully realize our responsibility towards your child and your parents, where you have entrusted their future into the able hands of our teachers. I assure you that collectively we shall ignite all minds and enlighten all lives and write your success stories with pride and happiness. I also express our gratitude towards our patrons, parents and guardians for their great support throughout our journey and expect the same in future as well. We fondly remember and humbly salute our visionary founder principal, Sheila Chopra Madam, and seek her divine grace and blessings to guide us in all our endeavors. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Can we have a round of applause for sir? And that wonderful and informative presentation of the annual report. I now invite the headmistress of St. Francis International School, Ma'am Titas Roy, to present the annual report. Can we have a round of applause for Ma'am Titas Roy?
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Good morning and welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Joyita Mazumdar, Principal, Ruby Park Public School, all other dignitaries and my colleagues present here today. I would like to thank our director, ma'am, Mrs. Priyanka Chopra, under whose able guidance the school adapted so well to the virtual classrooms. The year 2020 will be remembered as a year which changed the entire world. It changed the way we learn. The pandemic brought a paradigm shift from real classrooms to virtual classrooms. The way children were taught did change, but what did not change was the ultimate aim, that is the holistic development of our students. I would extend my thanks to the parents, teachers, and support staff of St. Francis International School for their constant support. Without them, none of this would have been possible. Moving on, I have great pleasure to present the annual report of St. Francis International School corresponding to the year 2020-21. The distance is nothing. It is only the first step that is difficult. Our virtual parent orientation program was successfully conducted with constant support and guidance of our director, ma'am, teachers, and parents. The desire to give the best to our students made us come together and plan out activities like Sandwich Making Day, Mother Earth Day, Lemonade Day, Mango Day, vegetable and clay modeling activities, fruit salad day, and many more. These activities occupied the students and made them engage in productive work. Virtual competitions like inter-class art and craft competition, handwriting competition, reading competition created a sportive spirit among the students, though they were confined to their homes. Virtual celebrations like Rabindra Jayanti, Raksha Bandhan, Janmashtami, observance of Saint Teresa's birthday, Grandparents' Day, Independence Day, Gandhi Jayanti, Republic Day uplifted the patriotic fervor among the students. It is rightly said that the greatness of a culture can be found in its festivals. Virtual celebrations of festivals like Durga Puja, Eid, Diwali, Christmas made the students learn the importance of sharing and caring. Special events like Annual Prize Day, Army Day, National Pollution Control Day, National Science Day was also held with great zeal. The children of St. Francis International School poured out their heartfelt love and respect for Chacha Nehru by doing splendid artwork on Children's Day. Monthly newsletter Crescent was indeed a great opportunity for the students and teachers to showcase their class activities. We at St. Francis International School presented a review on holistic education covering the aspects of physical, intellectual, emotional, aesthetic, environmental, social, and spiritual development of the students. The parents were given an opportunity to interact virtually with the class teacher of their wards. The talk and talk method is now replaced with the online teaching and learning. The students have adjusted very well to this new method of learning with the help of their parents. To conclude, I would like to say that I am hopeful that the present crisis will end soon and we all be back in school to participate and celebrate our achievements. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And can we have a huge round of applause for ma'am Titas Roy and that wonderful presentation of the annual report. The admiration of genius makes one aspire for excellence in life that creates the harvest so abundant, and example moves the world more than doctrine. I take immense pleasure to invite an ideal thinker, a far-minded person in evaluation, honest in facing personal biases, prudent in making judgments, diligent in seeking relevant information, persistent in seeking results. And it is a humble request to our secretary and administrator, sir, to address this gathering. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Ajay Chopra, sir?
Very good morning to all of you. Firstly, sound check, the mandatory sound check.
It's good, sir.
Thank you so much, and what a pleasure it is to be with all of you. Although the audience is virtual, I can feel the buzz, and it reminds me of those physical prize distribution day ceremonies where we would be running around putting everything in order. So this has become much easier, but yet I'm sure that there are butterflies in the stomach of the tech team, that everything goes flawless. Thank you so much, Mr. Biswas, for that very, very generous introduction.
My pleasure, sir.
Good morning and a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries who have joined us online at this incredibly unique and special joint annual prize distribution ceremony of St. Francis Xavier School and St. Francis International School. I especially welcome our distinguished chief guest, Mrs. Joyita Majumdar, principal of Ruby Park School, who has been kind enough to be with us despite her busy schedule. I also extend a warm welcome to the members of the managing committee and the governing body Mr. Naresh Jain is here with us. My humble respects to him and to the large online audience comprising of students, parents, well-wishers who must be watching us from the safety of their homes. Today, we have gathered here to felicitate the achievers of the school and to recognize them for their hard work and dedication over the past academic year. This batch of awardees is especially praiseworthy for they have had to study in very different and probably in quite adverse circumstances. To attend classes through a small screen, stressing their eyes and brains, and with a device plugged into their ears for long hours, causing a lot of discomfort and irritation, has cannot be a very pleasant and a easy experience. This achievement is not just of the students but also of the parents. The sacrifices that the parents have made during this pandemic to enable their children to continue with their education cannot be lost sight of. Till not so many months back, he shared the burden of childcare with us, but now it has become their full time job, and what a demanding job it is. Juggling between work from home and work at home schedules to keeping track of the children's online school and the assignments has really taken a large toll on the parents' mental health. Many parents have faced additional issues of financial burdens. Despite such odds, parents have largely been able to discharge their duties well, and all the awardees must not forget to thank them for their steadfast support and care during these difficult times. I remember the last time we held this ceremony online, we did not at all expect that next year too we would have to do a virtual prize day. In fact, like eternal hopefuls, we expected things to get much better and probably get normal in 2021. But here we are, far from the normal, still in the process of getting our vaccinations and still waiting for the first minor to get vaccinated. But today, even after 1.5 years, we are still grappling with the pandemic and its devastating impact, despite significant progress in vaccination across the country. The pandemic has not just impacted our health, but it has virtually halted our social and economic lives, retarded the education of our children, and irreparably damaged and reversed much of the progress we have achieved in the last 2 decades. That notwithstanding, there has been substantial progress in getting back upon our feet, and we are likely to start vaccinating the school children within the next 2 months or so, which is among the first few steps to safely bring back children to school. In such adverse circumstances, when the going has become tough, our tough staff and our even tougher students have got going. Slowly but surely, both our students and teachers are adapted to online learning, which, though not ideal, has kept the wheels of teaching and learning rolling. This is in the backdrop of a UNESCO study which reported that over 89% of the total population of students worldwide and 32 crore students in India are actually not are out of school due to COVID-19 pandemic. About 150 crore students had their education interrupted as a result of school and university closures, affecting almost 91% of the world's student population. The pandemic has played havoc in the school education sector of India. Many small schools have closed down forever, and many teachers have lost jobs, forcing a few of them to take up menial, low paying jobs elsewhere. A report published in India Today says that almost 15 lakh schools have shut down across the country, impacting some 24.7 crore children. UNESCO has estimated that every month away from school results in a learning loss of 2 months. The last 17 months have set children back by almost 34 months. An Asian Development Bank analysis has pointed out that every year of schooling lost is equivalent to 9.7% less earning in the future. Although the picture looks very dark, St. Francis Xavier School has stood out like a lighthouse on a dark night. Despite all hurdles, the school managed to hold continuous online classes right from the month of April 2020 till date. It has conducted effective examinations online and declared results in a timely manner. Extracurricular activities too did not escape our attention. All celebrations that normally form part of a school calendar were conducted online with much success. Most weeks have seen special assemblies being held on a variety of topics, may it be Shakespeare's Day or Eid or birthday of Tagore or Swami Vivekananda. Intra-school competitions like debates, elocutions, quiz, and even the fancy dress competition has been conducted online in a very creative and innovative manner by our teachers. In all, it can be said that due to the efforts of our staff and our teachers and due to the cooperation received from the parents, the academic and developmental loss of our students has been minimized. We can confidently say that when our students return to school, they will not feel much of a gap in their learning like some of their peers may across the country. The COVID-19 pandemic has also helped test some of our preconceived notions. That effective education can dispense through completely online methods is no more an accepted idea. In fact, teachers, parents, and even the students have had enough of it already and are itching to come back to school. At every parent-teacher interaction, the most often asked question is, "Ma'am, when will school reopen?" The stress of online education is now showing on all stakeholders. Teachers are stressed out due to the high amounts of screen time they are being forced to intake due to holding many hours of online classes, followed by many more hours of corrections that they have to do on their laptops and tablets. Not just that, teachers have to constantly chase students for their attendance, homework, projects, etc., by personally calling them and their parents. The working hours of teachers have increased much, and the parents must appreciate the efforts that they're putting in and day out. Students too are now finding ways to skip classes or fake attendance as they do not enjoy the monotony of online classes. Parents are overburdened with professional or household work and are not being able to do justice to both. Therefore, every stakeholder is eagerly awaiting the reopening of schools. With the falling rates of the virus, though another wave could rear its head anytime, many schools have reopened across the country. Our Honorable Chief Minister has also recently expressed hope that schools may reopen after the Puja vacations. Although we will be thrilled the day our students walk back into their classrooms, we will also be burdened with the heavy responsibility of keeping them safe and secure. At St. Francis Xavier School, we are confident of bringing our students back to school in a safe environment. To this end, all our staff have received at least one dose of the vaccine, and by September, I am expecting all the staff to be fully vaccinated. Other required COVID protocols are being followed strictly. However, if one weighs the probabilities, normal school in the true sense may not begin till the start of the next academic year in April 21. I once again congratulate all the awardees and their parents today and pray for their success in future too. To the students, I particularly want to say that not only you must excel in academics, but you must also aspire to be rounded personalities. To improve your writing, you must read and write more. To improve your relationships, you must give more. To improve your conversations, you must listen more. To improve your health, you must move more. To improve your public speaking, you must speak more. To improve your knowledge, you must teach more. And to be happier, you must appreciate more. Let more become the motto of your life. In the end, I want to thank all my teachers, especially Mr. Anil Srivastav, Principal, and Mrs. Bipasha Das, Headmistress, and Mrs. Priyanka Chopra, Director, and Mrs. Titash Roy, Headmistress of International School, who together work so hard for the sake of their students and who have done exemplary work during this pandemic despite adverse circumstances. I also thank our chief guest, Mrs. Joyita Majumdar, for being with us today and for being a good friend and well-wisher of the school. May God bless us and our great country. Stay safe, stay well, stay healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful, wonderful speech. And indeed, more will become our motto from today. And the imprints that you have made in your speech will be cherished in our minds forever. Thank you so much, sir. Can we have another round of applause for our Administrating Secretary of St. Francis Xavier School? And now the moment that we've all been waiting for. I invite our chief guest, Ma'am Joyita Mujumdar, to please come and address this gathering and inspire and motivate us with her wonderful speech. Can we have a round of applause for Ma'am Joyita Mujumdar?
Thank you so much. Very good morning to all present here. Respected Secretary and Administrator, Mr. Ajay Chopra, respected President of St. Francis Xavier Educational Society, Mrs. Priyanka Chopra, respected Principal Sir, Mr. Anil Srivastava, distinguished Managing Committee members, respected Headmistress, Mrs. Bipasha Das, parents and dear students. I think I missed out Ms. Titas Roy, who's also the headmistress of the other branch of St. Francis Xavier's. Thank you all for having me on board today with everybody for a very, very special occasion, the annual prize distribution ceremony of St. Francis Xavier's. To tell you very honestly, I have been hearing about St. Francis Xavier's from the beginning of my career, about, I would say, 22 to 23 years back. And me being a resident of Lake Town, I have come across a lot of news and good ones from these institutions. And when I was invited by Mrs. Bipasha Das to come and do the honors for such a prestigious institution, I was extremely happy for a very personal reason, that this school being in the kind of a neighborhood of where I stay, and this school having done so well over the last few years, and it having attained the heights and an achievement in its own way, it is a story of a lot of effort, a lot of struggle, and at the end, a fulfillment of so many students and teachers. And that was one rewarding sense of feeling I actually had when I was actually invited. I also had the good fortune of going to the website, you see, before I was about to attend this meet today. And while I was listening to the various heads talking about the various achievements during the pandemic, during the online classes, and I realized that what has been done offline for the last so many years, which is there in the website, and what has been done during the pandemic in the online or the virtual mode, there hasn't been much difference. There actually hasn't been much difference. And I think I can very confidently say that despite the hurdle the entire globe is facing at the moment, St. Francis Xavier School has come out as an eternal winner, because it has been able to achieve all that it has been doing for the last so many years. There is so much of struggle in putting things together when there is a worldwide crisis, when all of us are thrown overnight into a pandemic and everything is in a lockdown mode, and we are all thrown into the mouth of a very fierce technology. I call it fierce technology because none of us, especially in the teaching fraternity, none of us were so well acquainted with the technology that has compelled us to learn so many new facets of technical systems and to be a part of it. And yet we have been able to understand, to read, to study, to educate ourselves in such a short span and march on. As very rightly said by many during the pandemic, that apart from the soldiers who are working on the borders, the teachers are the next batch of soldiers. And there can be no two thoughts about it. I would salute each and every member of the fraternity of St. Francis Xavier's for having brought the glory to the school, and the kind of achievements that has been announced on the screen for everybody to see and hear has been really, really remarkable. I really appreciate and I congratulate every one of you. I think the entire managing committee members, the heads of the institutions, the sub-heads, the teachers, and the parents' cooperation have made all of this possible. It is perhaps going to continue for some time, the tough times. And with the hope in all our hearts, we are still hoping that the tough times will come to an end and we will get to see better days. The faster that happens, the happier it is going to make us. But I think in the long run, the Almighty has taught us a very big lesson. It has taught us to look at life from a very different angle, very different angle, and to see how life can be treated in a very different mode. The pandemic has been a very big teacher for all of us. And I think this teaching will be remembered for many years to come for all of us who have endured the pandemic. And those of us, like every member of the St. Francis Xavier School, who have come out as winner in their own special way, will be leaping and going in leaps and bounds forward in taking the school forward in so many directions. I must also congratulate the team in putting the dance presentation at the beginning of this ceremony, which was spectacular. The annual report spoke about so many kinds of activities which have been carried on. For a moment, I was thinking that have we actually done so much in the online mode, or all these are offline activities? So that speaks for itself. I think I am very happy and I'm very fortunate to be associated today on the 28th of August in such a beautiful ceremony with so much of display on the screen and with so much of things to learn for all of us. I thank each one of you. I thank the dear parents, the dear students who have been supportive and cooperative, I'm sure. And I think the school has a very, very long way to go. Thank you for having me today with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those wonderful and kind words. And we are sure that we will definitely strive, because what God has given, no one can give. What he has designed, let us kindle. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that inspirational speech. And let us all give a huge round of applause to Ma'am Joita Mazumdar. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a musical presentation from the students of St. Francis Xavier School of classes 4, 11, and 12, who come to sing a very popular hymn called Bless the Lord, written by Jonas Mirren and Matt Redman. The lyrics give us learning about how we can never run out of reason for praising our Maker. Can we give a round of applause even as our students come to sing Bless the Lord?
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new thousand reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name.
Can we have a lovely round of applause for that wonderful, wonderful singing? Indeed, there are more than 10,000 reasons to bless the Lord. One of them is that we are together, even during these difficult moments. Ladies and gentlemen, I now am very privileged to felicitate Mr. Pankaj Jhunjhunwala, who is the member of the St. Francis Education Society and a well-wisher of the school, a friend of the school, who is always here to encourage us and motivate us. Thank you, sir, for your gracious presence. Can we have a huge round of applause? And now we will begin our prize distribution ceremony with the prestigious and coveted Founder Principal Gold Medal, the Founders Gold Medal. This award was introduced in the year 2018 with the view to select a student who is dynamic and an all-rounder in all aspects. Apart from academics, we seek the potential of the contender in co-curricular as well as extracurricular activities. This award is aptly dedicated to our late founder principal, Madam Mrs. Sheila Chopra, whose dynamic personality and vision was instrumental behind the success of this great institution. Amidst all the stiff competition this year, Rohan Das has bagged the Founders Gold Medal. A little about Rohan Das, I would like to specify. He was the secretary, the District Interact Club secretary, and represented the school and the Rotary Club, actively involved in Margdarshan, his visit to St. Joseph's Old Age Home, the Primashi Blind School, activities that were conducted by the Interact wing of St. Francis Xavier School. He's focused not only in indoor as well as outdoor activities like swimming, winning the Mayor Cup, a competition that was held in Beleghata. He has a flair for writing and is a good orator. And he has won numerous prizes in debate competitions, standing first in the R.N. Singh Memorial School. His creativity is at its highest when he is holding the camera. He secured the first position during the lockdown in the South Point Fest called Udan Vriksha 2020 on the theme Student Life During the Lockdown. In 2019, he secured the first position in Impact, a virtual fest that was organized by St. Teresa's Secondary School. He performed the role of Bill Bones of Treasure Island for the biennial concert of 2019, proving that not only can he write, not only can he click pictures, not only can he act, but he is, in the true sense, an all-rounder. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can we have a huge, huge round of applause for Rohan Das winning the Founders Gold Medal. I think his, Rohan, your camera is frozen. Can you hear us? So yes, I invite our chief guest, Ma'am Joyita Majumdar, if you could kindly hand over Rohan that gold medal, that coveted gold medal.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would also like to thank our administrator, sir, our officiating principal sir, headmistress ma'am, and all my respected teachers. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Rohan. Very, very well done and very well deserved award for you. Congratulations to you and best wishes for a very bright future.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Moving on to the next set of awards, but before that, I would just like to have on screen once again Mr. Pankaj Jhunjhunwala, the member of the St. Francis Education Society, and he is also emerging as the top businessman and entrepreneur of the country. Sir, can we have you on screen?
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion and sparing your valuable time to be with us in all our programs. Thank you so much. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Pankaj Jhunjhunwala, sir?
It is my absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We now have the awards for the ISC 2020. Topping the ICSC and in first position and the science stream topper, we have a joint first, ladies and gentlemen, with 98.5%. Give it up for Aniket Gupta.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
And I would invite our chief guest ma'am to kindly give away Aniket the toppers awards. So if ma'am could kindly do the honors.
Aniket Gupta, this award belongs to you and I'm sure you worked so hard for it and you deserve every bit of it. 98.5% is no mean achievement. Wonderful achievement and best wishes for a very bright future.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And Aniket receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Complete Foundation Guide for IIT and Joint Entrance Exams of Mathematics. Also securing the first joint position with 98.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Gaurav Ginodia.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Ma'am, if you could kindly give away his award too.
Gaurav Ginodia, congratulations to you. You have done so well. And I'm sure you've put behind all this success a lot of hard work. Congratulations and best wishes for a very bright future, Gaurav.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And Gaurav receives a certificate of merit for the stream topper and a book on engineering mathematics. Well done, Gaurav. In third position, with 97.5% and also securing 100% marks in computer science, we have Snehashish Bor.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Snehashish Bor, you have done very well, securing a 97.5%, and I'm sure you're going to do even better in the days to come. Congratulations and best wishes to you too.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Snehashish receives the certificate of merit and a book titled Differential Calculus for JEE. Ladies and gentlemen, the commerce stream topper for ISC 2020 with 96%. Give it up for Tabassum Khatun.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Tabassum Khatun, congratulations, third position in the commerce team stream topper. Tabassum, you've done very well. Congratulations. And once again, very best wishes for a very bright future.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Tabassum receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Management Principles and Applications. Can we have a round of applause for Tabassum Khatun? And I would request ma'am to give away the awards again for the ICSE stream toppers. And as we can see, 100% marks, Aniket Gupta and Snehashish Bor in computer science. Well done, Aniket and Snehashish.
100% scorers, Aniket Gupta, Snehashish Bor, both 100% scorers in computer science. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Moving on to the ICSE awards. In first position, with 98.2%, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Ayush Soor.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Ayush Soor. 98.2%. Spectacular result. Very, very well done. Congratulations and best wishes for a very bright future.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Ayush has also secured 100% marks in 3 subjects. And for that, we award Ayush with a certificate of merit and a book on computer science. In second position, with 98% marks, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Arun Kumar Das.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Arun Kumar Das, second position, class 10 result, 98%. Very, very well done. Congratulations and best wishes for a bright future.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
And Arun receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Problems and Solutions in Organic Chemistry. In third position, with 97% marks, ladies and gentlemen, we have Akshat Ray.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Akshat Ray, having secured 97% in class 10, you got the third position. Very well done, and may you do even better in your future.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Akshat receives a certificate of merit and a book on concepts of physics. Well done. And now we are so proud to have almost 25 hundreds on 100 at the ICSE 2021. And I am calling out the names, and you should not stop clapping for these wonderful students who have achieved so much. Madiha Khan for History, Civics and Geography. Nidhi Giri for Computer Applications. Purnamrita Dey, History, Civics, Geography and Computer Application. Rohit Banik for Economic Applications. Sanjana Saha for Economic Applications. Sudeepa Das, Computer Applications. Swastika Ghosh for History, Civics and Geography. Ritish Ghosh for Computer Applications. Ayush Soor, the topper in History, Civics and Geography and Computer Applications and Science. Anushka Devnath for Economic Applications. Ronald Datta for Computer Applications. Mobuni Ghosh for Economic Applications. Ankit Singh Bal for History, Civics and Geography and Computer Applications. Arjama Sanyal, History, Civics, Geography and Economic Applications. Arun Kumar Das, History, Civics, Geography and Computer Applications. Partho Sarathi Bhomik for Computer Applications. Akshat Ray for History, Civics and Geography and Computer Applications. And Alan Siddiqui for Computer Applications. A huge, huge round of applause for all these students for their wonderful, wonderful achievements. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite Ma'am Choitali Shah to take us through with the prize distribution ceremony for St. Francis International School. Ma'am Choitali, please.
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil Biswas. Good morning to one and all present here. I'm extremely privileged to have this opportunity to address you all at this moment for celebrating our virtual annual prize day today. It is an honor for me to host the program of St. Francis International School's annual prize day. Not wasting much time, I would like to say that the children of St. Francis International School took an extra effort to pre-record their act of receiving award for annual prize distribution. Now, coming to the main event, I would like to request our chief guest, Mrs. Joita Mazumdar, Principal of Ruby Park Public School, to do the honor of giving away the prizes to the awardees. Awardees of the playgroup are
I can't hear you, ma'am.
Sanvi Datta gets the first prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and a block set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Muhammad Abraz Yusuf gets the second prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and a fishing game.
Thank you, ma'am.
Syed Muhammad Zainarif gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and a block set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ashvi Jaiswal also gets the third prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and a block set as well. Now moving on to the next class, the awardees of the nursery are Sohag Shaha gets the first prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and a tumbling money game.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sanjukta Ravidas gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and fun with magnetic shapes puzzle.
Thank you, ma'am.
Gunjan Shaha gets the third prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and topple game set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anat Jaiswal gets the 100% attendance award. She gets a certificate and stamp art.
Thank you, ma'am.
I thank our chief guest once again, ma'am, for being so supportive and kind. And you have taken the pain to take out time for these toddlers. Thank you, ma'am.
The pleasure is entirely mine, Mrs. Chaitali Shaha. I take this opportunity to congratulate each and every winner and recipient of the award of the pre-primary section. I think these are the budding talents of the school, and I really wish them very well in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, moving on to the next class, I would like to request Mr. Anil Srivastav, officiating principal of St. Francis Xavier School, to do the honor of giving away the prizes to the awardees.
Thank you, Ms. Chaitali.
Awardees of the Law KG AR. Avishi Das gets the first prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 200 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Divyanshi Mohanty gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 100 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Pandujit Maiti also gets the second prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and magnetic 100 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Ariz Shamim gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and word play set.
Thank you, sir.
Now, awardees of Law KG BR. Arshi Das gets the first prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 200 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Rishika Roy gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 100 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Arif Navid also gets the second prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and magnetic 100 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Rashi Dhan gets the third prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and word play set.
Thank you, sir.
Now coming to the awardees of lower KGC, they are as follows. Aiza Wahid gets the first prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 200 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Iram Imran Khan gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 100 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Priya Roy also gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and magnetic 100 puzzle set.
Thank you, sir.
Taha Hussain gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and word play set.
Thank you, sir.
Nabil Naushad also gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and word play set.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations collectively to all the little, and congratulations to you all. The team has done a great job by coordinating this presentation. May God bless you. Please convey my regards to all the parents as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, moving on to the next class, I would like to request our director, ma'am, Mrs. Priyanka Chopra, to do the honor of giving the prizes to the awardees. Awardees of the Upper KG AR as follows. Riyan Chetri gets the first prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and mapology set along with 101 Panchatantra stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Faisal Imran also gets the first prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and mapology set along with 101 Panchatantra stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nandika Thakur gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and mapology set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Arav Gupta also gets the second prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and mapology set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Arush Bhagat gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and India Explorer puzzle along with the greatest children story by Stuti Agarwal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shrimit Samanta also gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and India Explorer puzzle along with the greatest children's story by Stuti Agarwal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, our awardees of the Upper KG BR as follows. Aradhya Rana gets the first prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and mapology set along with 101 Panchatantra stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Das gets the second prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and mapology set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Gungun Shaw gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and India Explorer puzzle along with the greatest children's story by Stuti Agarwal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for being so kind.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the awardees. Well done.
Thank you once again, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Now, I would request Headmistress Ma'am of St. Francis Xavier School, Mrs. Vipasha Das, to do the honor of giving the prizes to the awardees. The awardees for the upper KG CR as follows. Adrija Chatterjee gets 2 prizes. First prize for general proficiency and another prize for 100% attendance. She gets a certificate and mapology set along with 101 Panchatantra stories and also sand art.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shirsha Datta gets the second prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and mapology set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Advika Jaiswal gets the third prize for general proficiency. She gets a certificate and India Explorer puzzle along with the greatest children's story by Stuti Agarwal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nilotpal Salkar also gets the third prize for general proficiency. He gets a certificate and India Explorer puzzle along with the greatest children's story by Stuti Agarwal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Last but not the least, Ehsan Abbas gets 100% attendance award. He gets a certificate and sand art.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mrs. Chaitali Shaha, and congratulations to all my little ones. I wish you all the best for futures, and I know you will be bringing accolades for us in future too. Thank you, and thank you to the parents also for grooming your children so well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivation and support. With this, the annual prize distribution ceremony of St. Francis International School comes to an end. I would request Mr. Rahul Mazumdar to carry forward with the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Chaitali Shah. It is my proud privilege to announce the prize winners of classes 1 to 7 of St. Francis Xavier School. I request our headmistress, ma'am, of St. Francis Xavier School to do the honors of giving away the prize of classes 1 to 4.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul Majumdar.
I now begin with Class 1A. Class 1A General Proficiency Award goes to Rajanya Paul.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Rajanya.
Rajanya will now receive a certificate and a book titled Timeless Tales from Panchatantra.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Class 1B General Proficiency Award goes to Sadia Parveen Molla.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Sadia.
Sadia will now receive a certificate and a book titled Timeless Tales for Panchatantra.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up, dear.
Class 2A, the General Proficiency Award goes to Obro Chatterjee.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Obro will now receive a certificate and a book titled 365 Amazing Stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Obro.
Class 2B General Proficiency Award goes to Shivangshi Vaidya.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very good afternoon.
Shivangshi will now receive a certificate and a book titled 365 Amazing Stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Shivangshi.
Class 3A General Proficiency Award goes to Spandan Day.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Spandan will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Secret Wings.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, dear.
Class 3B, the General Proficiency Award goes to Ritam Roy.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Ritam will now receive a certificate and a book titled Magic Folk Collection by Enid Blyton.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up, Ritam.
Class 3C, the General Proficiency Award goes to Chandrai Malik.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very good afternoon.
Chandrai will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Secret of the Snow.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best, Chandrai.
Now move on to Class 4A. Class 4A, the first position goes to Preeti Shah.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Preeti will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Magic Folk Collection by Enid Blyton.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Preeti.
Class 4A, second position goes to Kashvi Daya.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Kashvi will now receive a certificate and a book titled Valmiki's Ramayan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, dear.
Class 4A, third position goes to Shatak Paul.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very good afternoon.
Shatak will now receive a certificate and a book titled Matilda.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Sharthak.
Class 4A, General Proficiency Award goes to Mananya Chakraborty.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Mananya will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Girl Who Stole an Elephant.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up, Mananya.
I now move on to Class 4B. Class 4B, first position goes to Shomojit Bera.
Good afternoon.
Shomojit will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Girl Who Stole an Elephant.
Congratulations, Shomajit.
Shomojit is having some technical issues. I shall move to Class 4B, second position. Class 4B, second position goes to Ritoja Das.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very good afternoon.
Ritoja will now receive a certificate and a book titled Valmiki's Ramayana.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, dear.
Class 4B, third position goes to Vidyangshu Jena.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Vidyangshu will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Famous Five.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up, Vidyanshu.
Class 4B, the General Proficiency Award goes to Sharnali Day.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Sharnali will now receive a certificate and a book titled Matilda.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving away the prizes.
Thank you, Mr. Majumdar.
I very humbly now invite Madam Priyanka Chopra, Director of St. Francis International School and President of St. Francis Educational Society, to please give away the prizes of classes 5, 6, and 7.
Thank you, Mr. Majumdar.
Thank you, madam. Class 5A, first position goes to Soham Chakraborty.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Soham. Well done.
Soham will now receive a certificate and a book titled A Children's History of India.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 5A, second position goes to Adrija Das.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Adrija.
Adrija will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Famous Five.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Class 5A, the third position goes to Shiny Day. Shiny Day. Shiny Day is having some technical issues, so I shall move on to class 5A, the General Proficiency Award. General Proficiency Award from class 5A goes to Anurag Cheswal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Anurag will now receive a certificate and a book titled A Children's History of India.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations.
I next move on to class 5B. Class 5B, first position goes to Shashwat Mohan Raksit.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Shashwat will now receive a certificate and a book titled A Children's History of India.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Class 5B, the second position goes to Anshuman Das.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Anshuman will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Famous Five.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 5B, the third position goes to Shomallo Srimani.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and well done.
Shomallo will now receive a certificate and a book titled Grandma's Bag of Stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 5B, the General Proficiency Award goes to Tanay Kumar Jaswal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Tanay will now receive a certificate and a book titled A Children's History of India.
Thank you, ma'am.
I now move on to class 6A. Class 6A, the first position goes to Uchisman Ghoshal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and well done.
Uchisman will now receive a certificate and a book titled Malgudi Days.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 6A, the second position goes to Shreya Basak.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations, Shreya.
Shreya will now receive a certificate and a book titled A Children's History of India.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 6A, the third position goes to Orunima Giri.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Arinima. Congratulations.
Orunima will now receive a certificate and a book titled Grandma's Bag of Stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 6A, the General Proficiency Award goes to Orko Sharkar.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Orko will now receive a certificate and a book titled Best-Selling Children's Storybook Collection by Ruskin Bond.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done.
I now move on to class 6B. Class 6B, first position goes to Ohona Bashak.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and well done.
Ohana will now receive a certificate and a book titled Malgudi Days.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 6B, the second position goes to Debachana Datta.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Debachana will now receive a certificate and a book titled A Children's History of India.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 6B, third position goes to Pratyush Kumar Basu.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and well done.
Pratyush will now receive a certificate and a book titled Grandma's Bag of Short Stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 6B, the General Proficiency Award goes to Iriti Vaidya.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Iriti will now receive a certificate and a book titled Best-Selling Children's Storybook Collection by Ruskin Bond.
Thank you, ma'am.
I now move to Class 7A. Class 7A, the first position goes to Otrio Bhattacharya. Otrio is having some technical issues. I shall move to the second position. Second position goes to Shopanni Guha.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Shopanni will now receive a certificate and a book titled Greatest Short Stories.
Thank you, sir.
Class 7A. Third position goes to Ditipriya Shaha.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Ditipriya will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Whistling Schoolboy by Ruskin Bond.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 7A General Proficiency Award goes to Khyati Pandey.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Khyati will now receive a certificate and a book titled Half-Blood Prince.
Thank you, ma'am.
I shall now move to Class 7B. Class 7B, the first position goes to Riya Singh.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and well done.
Riya will now receive a certificate and a book titled Half-Blood Prince.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 7B, second position goes to Anubhav Chakraborty.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon. Congratulations.
Anubhav will now receive a certificate and a book titled Greatest Short Stories. Class 7B, third position goes to Moushumi Sen.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and congratulations.
Moushumi will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Whistling Schoolboy by Ruskin Bond.
Thank you, ma'am.
Class 7B, General Proficiency Award goes to Debangana Das.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon and well done.
Debangana will now receive a certificate and a book titled The Road to the Bazaar.
Thank you, ma'am.
With this, I finish the awardees of classes 5 to 7. Thank you, madam, for giving away the prizes.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
I now invite Mr. Biswas to take you through the rest of the program.
Thank you, Rahul sir. Bonnie Blair rightly said, winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you're doing better than you've ever done before. We now have the prize distribution for the students of classes 8 to 11 of St. Francis Xavier School. I would invite our officiating principal, sir, Mr. Anil Srivastava, to give away the prizes for classes 8A and B. Sir, if you could kindly give away these prizes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Biswas. I'm there.
For class 8A, in first position, we have Tanushri Kaur.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Tanushri.
And Tanushri gets a certificate of merit and a book titled The Book Thief.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. God bless you.
In second position, we have Sanjivani Shaha. Sanjivani is probably facing some network issues. So we move on to the third position. Kathamrita Chatterjee receives the third position.
Good afternoon, Kathamrita.
And she receives a certificate of merit and a book by Arvind Adiga called The White Tiger.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. God bless you.
Moving on to the general proficiency, and that is bagged by Pavni Ghosh.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Pavni.
And Pavni receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Essential Calvin and Hobbes.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. Keep it up.
We move to class 8B. And in first position, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nikhil Ray.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Well done, Nikhil.
And Nikhil receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Book Thief.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you. Keep it up.
Second position, we have Ankit Jana.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Ankit.
Ankit receives a certificate and a book titled The Forest of Enchantment.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Ankit. Keep it up.
In third position, we have Srijita Sahu.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Srijita receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The White Tiger.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
The general proficiency for class 8B is bagged by Pratyasha Majumdar.
Good morning, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Pratyasha.
And Pratyasha receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Essential Calvin and Hobbes.
Thank you, sir.
Give it up.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving away those awards.
Oh, it was pleasure. Thank you.
I now invite Mr. Pankaj Junjunwala. Sir, are you there? The sir is not there. So we will have our headmistress of St. Francis Xavier School, Ma'am Bipasha Das, to give away the next set of awards.
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil.
From class 9 science. In first position, we have Orkudev Pandey.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
And Orkudev receives a certificate of merit and a book by Ray Bradbury called Fahrenheit 451.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Orko.
Moving on to the second position, we have Ishita Anant.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
A very good afternoon.
And Ishita receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Unaccustomed Earth by Jhumpa Lahiri.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done, Ishita.
In third position, we have Disha Mukherjee.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
And Disha receives a certificate and a book titled All the Light We Cannot See.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Ishita.
The general proficiency goes to Tanya Baluni.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
And Tanya receives a certificate of merit and a book titled All the Light We Cannot See.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Tanya. Keep it up.
We move on to 9 commerce awardees. And the first position goes to Sumaya Khanum.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Sumaya.
And Sumaya receives a certificate of merit and a book by Ray Bradbury titled Fahrenheit 451.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up, Sumaya.
In second position, we have Sidra Shahid.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
And Sidra receives a certificate of merit and a book by Jhumpa Lahiri titled The Namesake.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done, Sidra.
The general proficiency. Sorry, the third position goes to Sidra Siddika.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Sidra.
And Sidra receives a certificate of merit and a book titled All the Light We Cannot See.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Sidra.
The general proficiency is bagged by Roshan Gupta.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very good afternoon.
I would request Bipasha ma'am to stay on and give away the awards for the class 10 science and commerce students.
Okay, Mr. Nikhil.
Thank you, ma'am. And in 10 science, the general proficiency goes to Tanisha Duggar.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Tanisha receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Tanisha.
From class 10 science 1, Ladies and gentlemen, the general proficiency goes to Rohit Banik.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very good afternoon.
And Rohit Banik gets a certificate of merit and a book by Arundhati Roy titled The God of Small Things.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Rohit. Keep it up.
From 10 Commerce, the general proficiency is bagged by Rajarshi Das. Rajashri is probably experiencing some network issues, so we move on. And thank you so much, ma'am, for giving away those awards.
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil. It's my pleasure.
And now I would invite our Secretary and Administrator, sir, to kindly do the honors of giving away the awards to classes 11 Science, Science 1, Commerce and Commerce 1.
I'm here, Mr. Biswas.
Thank you so much, sir. The students would definitely feel proud and privileged to receive these awards from our Secretary and Administrator, sir. So first position in class 11 Science goes to Shovik Sarkar.
Good afternoon, dignitaries. Congratulations, Shovik.
And Shovik receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Ikigai.
Thank you, sir.
In second position, we have Zartasha Nasir.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Zartasha. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
And Zartasha receives a certificate of merit and a book by Jhumpa Lahiri titled Whereabouts. And we have a round of applause for Zartasha. In third position, we have Kunal Paul.
Congratulations, Kunal. God bless you.
Kunal receives a certificate of merit and a book by Jeffrey Archer titled Turn a Blind Eye. The general proficiency for class 11 science is bagged by Ojas Vaidya.
Respected dignitaries. Congratulations, Ojas. Well done.
And Ojas receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Kafka on the Shore.
Thank you, sir.
Moving on to class 11 Science 1, the first position is bagged by Sahil Agarwal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Sahil.
Sahil receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Kafka on the Shore.
Thank you, sir.
In second position, we have Priyanshu Rai.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Priyanshu.
Priyanshu receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Jeffrey Archer's Turn a Blind Eye.
Thank you, sir.
In third position, boys and girls, give it up for Sia Jaiswal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Very well done, Sia. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Sia receives a certificate of merit and a novel by Sally Rooney titled Normal People.
Thank you, sir.
The general proficiency goes to the Tanushri.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Tanushri. God bless you.
Tanushri receives a certificate of merit and a novel by Sally Rooney titled Normal People.
Thank you, sir.
Moving on to class 11 Commerce. And the first position goes to Ritika Khara.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Ritika. God bless you. You must be very proud today.
And Ritika receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Ritika. We move to the second position and that is bagged by Rachit Kumar Roy.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Rachit. You have received a book on a very relevant issue. Do read it. Wonderful book.
And Rachit receives a certificate of merit, and definitely, sir, my favorite book, The Kite Runner.
Thank you, sir.
In third position, we have Jaideep Singh.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Jaideep. All the best.
And Jaideep receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Free Hit.
Thank you, sir.
The general proficiency for class 11 commerce goes to Krishna Kumar Jaiswal.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon, Krishna. God bless you. Congratulations.
And Krishna receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Catcher in the Rye.
Thank you, sir.
Moving on to 11 Commerce 1. And the first position is bagged by Linisha Paul.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Linisha. God bless you.
And Linisha receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney.
Thank you, sir.
In third position, we have Suraj Gupta.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Suraj. Well done.
And Suraj receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Alchemist.
Thank you, ma'am.
The general proficiency goes to Khushi Bhagat.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Congratulations, Khushi. All the best.
And Khushi receives a certificate of merit and a book by Jeffrey Archer titled The Collected Short Stories.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving away those awards. And now I would invite the director of St. Francis International School, Ma'am Priyanka Chopra, if you could kindly come and give away the coveted awards for classes 12 and, of course, the Best Club Award. Ma'am is there, yes. Thank you, ma'am. For class 12 science, the general proficiency goes to Rishiraj Roy.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
And Rishiraj receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Midnight Library.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. Thank you.
Moving on, the general proficiency for class 12 science 1 goes to Rohan Das.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
And Rohan receives a certificate of merit and a book titled Relentless.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. Congratulations.
From class 12C, the general proficiency goes to Srija Basu.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
Srija receives a certificate of merit and a book titled The Kite Runner.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done.
Class 12 Commerce 1, the general proficiency goes to Snigdha Smita Shaha.
Good afternoon, dignitaries.
Good afternoon.
And Snigdha Smita receives a certificate of merit and a book titled How To. Moving on to the most desired award by all the club members who keep working relentlessly and giving their best shot But of course, there has to be always one winner. And the award for the best club 2020-2021 goes to the Press Club. Can we have a huge round of applause for the Press Club? And let us have a show of the members of the Press Club. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Indrani Banerjee, the coordinator, and other members being Mrs. Shurita Sengupta, Mrs. Komadam, Mrs. Papia Ghosh Datta, Mrs. Sanchaita Shah, Mr. Rahul Majumdar, Mrs. Shoma Acharya, and Miss Sneha Gupta. Well done, Press Club. And ma'am, if you could kindly give away the award.
Congratulations to all the members of the Press Club. Well done.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for selecting this club, the best club. We all wish to take it on stage next year. Thank you so much.
Well said.
Thank you.
And now, coming towards the end of the program, I would invite the headmistress, ma'am, Mrs. Bipasha Das, to kindly give the vote of thanks. Ma'am Das, over to you. Ma'am, you're muted, ma'am. If you could kindly unmute.
Extremely sorry. A very good morning to our respected chief guest, Mrs. Joita Mojumdar, Principal of Ruby Park Public School, our Secretary and Administrator, Sir, Mr. Ajay Chopra, Director of St. Francis International School and President of St. Francis Education Society, Mrs. Priyanka Chopra, Principal officiating, Mr. Anil Srivastava, Headmistress of St. Francis International School, Mrs. Titash Roy, and members of the Managing Committee, teachers, students, and parents. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for keeping us healthy and alive through this pandemic period so that we could all be together for this wonderful annual Prize Day program. A great man once said that gratitude holds no value if not expressed at the right moment and to the right people. Therefore, I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and everyone present here today. First, I would like to thank our chief guest, Honorable Madam Joita Mojumdar, who had taken out her precious time and had been with us throughout to do the honors. Unfortunately, she had other commitments and had to leave. My special thanks goes to Mr. Ajay Chopra for guiding us and helping us throughout the preparation of the annual prize distribution with his pearls of wisdom. I express my heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Priyanka Chopra for helping us whenever the need arose. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank Mr. Anil Srivastava for his constant support in all our endeavors and always being with us. I thank Mrs. Titash Roy for being with us constantly and working hand in hand. I thank all the awardees and congratulate them for their relentless efforts, which has won them accolades and has rendered the institution proud. All the best for your future. I know you will do well in future and take the name of the school forward. Thanks to all the parents for their cooperation, and thanks to all the managing committee members for taking out their time and being with us for this prize distribution ceremony. I thank all my office staff and support staff for their constant cooperation and support. Last but not the least, definitely, are all my teachers who have worked day in and day out in this pandemic period to make today's program a grand success. Thank you all, and please don't mind if we have been rude to you or we have called you to school innumerable times for this award function. I feel honored and privileged in delivering the vote of thanks on this occasion. Please forgive me if I have forgotten to mention anyone specifically. Thanks to one and all. God bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. Do not forget to abide by the COVID protocols, and hopefully next year we will all be at EZCC again, doing this offline and not online. I pray to God for that. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And they say competing at the highest level is not about winning. It is about preparation, courage, understanding, and nurturing your people and heart. Winning is only the result. And having come to the end of the annual prize distribution ceremony of St. Francis Xavier School and St. Francis International School, I would request all of you to stand for the singing of the school song.
Satyameva Jayate is our motto all the way. Truth always triumphs, so let's seek truth, whatever should come. Our school in Circle Town is one will never let down. St. Francis is a guide and always at the side to Francis Xavier will all be true. In colors of beige and blue, at Francis Xavier you can be sure the truth will triumph evermore. At our play we give our best and never let it rest. With effort and with grit, our Lord is never sick. To Francis Xavier we all be true. In colors of beige and blue, at Francis Xavier you can be sure the truth will triumph evermore. The truth will triumph evermore.
Thank you all for attending this virtual program of our annual prize distribution ceremony, and have a safe weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Stay happy, stay safe. And as ma'am said, we hope to have this function next year offline at the EZCC. Bye-bye, and take very good care of yourselves.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank